Alright, welcome back to This Kid's Opinion, and today I have my official This Kid's Opinion offense bracket. I've been making a bunch of bracket videos. I also have my official bracket video out if you want to check that out. But I've been making these videos to help you in case you're having trouble picking these. So hopefully these videos help you out with that. But let's kick things off. I'm going to have Auburn move on, and then Louisville versus Creighton. Let's see who the better offensive team is according to the stats. Louisville. So let's pick Louisville in this matchup. And Michigan, UC San Diego. UC San Diego by a lot. I'm actually going to have Michigan beat them in my bracket, but let's have UC San Diego win. And Yale, I'm going to assume Yale is going to, way more than Texas A&M. Stats love Yale. And let's have Ole Miss. If UNC advances, they're obviously a way better offensive team than Ole Miss. And all my picks just went away for some reason. Not sure why that just happened. Let's get those back. And then Yale, Ole Miss, and then Iowa State versus Lipscomb. Lipscomb, I'm actually surprised. Lipscomb is a pretty good offensive team, but Iowa State is considered the better offensive team. And then Marquette, New Mexico. Yep, definitely New Mexico here. No surprise there. And Michigan State versus Bryant. Wow, this is actually a pretty close one. But Michigan State narrowly is considered the better offensive team. And let's finish out this region. Auburn, I'm assuming Auburn. Yep, Auburn, the offensive juggernaut over Louisville. And this is a pretty cool matchup here, 12v13. And Yale is considered the better offensive team. And what a matchup this would be, a rematch from last year's March Madness in the first round where Yale managed to upset Auburn. And easy win for Iowa State right here. And New Mexico, I'm going to say New Mexico might win this one. No. Oh, actually, yeah, they actually end up winning. By 0.5 against Michigan State. Very close matchup here. And Auburn versus Yale. Auburn is going to get the revenge against Yale in this bracket. And Iowa State, New Mexico, great game right here. And Iowa State is going to move on. Impressive stuff there. And I'm going to assume Auburn in this one. Yep, Auburn is going to win the South region for this bracket. So let's move on to Duke. I'm going to have Duke move on. Mississippi State versus Baylor. The stats like Baylor as a better offensive team. And Oregon versus Liberty. And Oregon, I agree with this one. Oregon has Nate Biddle, good stretch five. It can also grab rebounds for them. And they have a lot of guards that can shoot the ball for them. Akron, Arizona. And Arizona barely against Akron. And BYU, VCU. This might be a tough one. I'm going to say BYU. Yeah, BYU. VCU is a way better defensive team. I'm going to have them upset BYU in my official bracket. Let's make sure to check that video out. But let me just double check that. Yeah, BYU is considered the better offensive team. Really good shooters on this team. And Wisconsin, Montana. And Wisconsin, I really like this Wisconsin team. Glad to see them move on. Avoid the upset there. And Vanderbilt is definitely a better offensive team than St. Mary's. But this team has really good rebounding and defense. But Vanderbilt's going to move on this bracket. And Alabama's Mark Sears is one of the best point guards we've seen in many years in college basketball. And Duke is going to beat Baylor. No surprise there. And here's a really good matchup. Not according to the stats, but this would actually be a pretty sick game. Oregon versus Arizona. But Arizona is going to move on. BYU, Wisconsin. BYU is going to win this one. They've been hot lately. And Alabama is going to take down Vanderbilt. No surprise there. And let's see who's going to move on to the Elite Eight. Duke is going to beat Arizona. I agree with that. And BYU, Alabama. Alabama, offensive juggernaut. They're considered better than BYU. They basically are. They're just a way more beefed up version of a BYU. And BYU also lacks the star in Mark Sears that Alabama has. And Duke is going to advance to the Final Four. A little chalky here. We got some one seeds moving on. Hopefully things change in these bottom brackets. Norfolk State and Florida. No surprise here. Florida, one of the best offensive teams in the country. And, wow, close game here. UConn, Oklahoma. But UConn hangs on, the two-time defending national champions. And Memphis, no surprise here. They have so many good offensive guards. PJ Haggerty, Tyrese Hunter, Colby Rogers. No surprise there. And Maryland, Missouri is a way better offensive team than Drake. Drake known for their slow-paced defensive style of ball. Texas Tech, UNC Wilmington. No upset here. Texas Tech is considered the better offensive team. And Kansas will move on. St. John's, Omaha. This is where it could get interesting. Yes, we're going to have the first Real major upset of this bracket. I mean, Omaha versus St. John's is crazy at 15/2. We're going to have Omaha move on. Great stuff there. And then we got Florida UConn. No upset right here. And this is a tough one here. I'm going to guess they're going to rock with Memphis. And no, they're actually going to rock with Maryland. Those, I mean, honestly, I'm not surprised there. Especially because of Rodney Rice, one of the best shooters in the country. He's playing really good right now. And then actually typo right here. And Missouri is going to upset Texas Tech as a 6th seed. And the dream is still alive for Omaha. They're going to move on past Kansas into the Sweet 16. And onto the Elite 8, we got Florida beating Maryland. And can Omaha continue it? Not able to. Missouri is going to move on. And ultimately, we got another 1 seed. Wow. 3 1 seeds. At least it got interesting here of Omaha, but hopefully it gets more interesting. But not a lot I can do here. This is according to the stats. Can SIU Edwardsville upset? No, not even close. Not even close. Houston moves on. Gonzaga, I imagine. Yeah, they're a way better offensive team than Georgia. McNeese, Clemson. Stats are going to roll with McNeese here. Pretty interesting. Chase Hunter, Dylan Hunter. Pretty good offensive team. Ian Shefflin. But McNeese, they play against worse competition, so their stats are better. And then we got Purdue High Point. I imagine they're going to rock with High Point here. Yep. Really good potential Cinderella team that I picked in my bracket. And Illinois is going to play either Texas or Xavier. Let's rock with Illinois for now. Troy, Kentucky could get interesting here. And never mind, it's not at all. Kentucky is considered way better. UCLA, Utah State. I imagine they're going to roll with Utah State. And they do. And then we got Tennessee, Wofford. If you watch my upsets, actually, I'm not sure when I'm releasing these videos. I don't want to spoil anything because I don't know when I'm releasing these videos, these bracket videos. So let's just not talk about anything here with Wofford and Tennessee. But we're going to have Tennessee advance narrowly against Wofford. Houston, Gonzaga. Here we go. We finally got a 1 seed down in this bracket. Gonzaga is going to take down Houston. Good to see there. McNeese, High Point. Really good game right here. But High Point is going to have the edge. Illinois, Kentucky. I think this is going to be unanimously Kentucky. Yep, they destroy Illinois. I agree with that. And here we go. Utah State's going to upset Tennessee. Crazy stuff right there. 10/2. And then we got Gonzaga, High Point. And unfortunately, High Point's run ends here. Then we got Kentucky, Utah State. We got Kentucky moving on. They're going to face Gonzaga. And it says the Zags are the better offensive team. However, they did really well in one of my other bracket videos. So, I'm not going to tell you how far they went. But we're going to have Kentucky move on instead. And our final 4 is very, very top heavy. We got Auburn, Florida, Duke, Kentucky. Let's see who's going to take this bracket. Florida is going to move on. However, they've done very well in almost all these bracket videos. So, let's have Auburn win this one. And Duke, Kentucky, we got... Duke's also done very well in these videos. So let's have Kentucky move on against Auburn. And ultimately, Kentucky is going to win this TKO offensive bracket. Let's make it official. The score is going to be very high. So let's say 78. 78 and then 72. Close game for Kentucky. Kentucky is going to win the offensive bracket for these videos. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe. Hopefully these videos are helping you pick your March Madness bracket. Hopefully we can get the first ever perfect bracket. And I'm trying to do my part, guys. Trying to do my part, help you all out, help myself out. We're a team. So yeah, make sure to check out my other videos as well. I don't just make March Madness content. The channel is called This Kid's Opinion. I make videos about everything. So make sure to go check out all my videos. But I'm just a kid, and this is my opinion.